Hello, and welcome to part 1 of 3 of the DeMatha versus St. John series. Here with Avery.
How you doing?
Good. This is the freshman game. How do you think the game's going to go?
I think the battle's going to start fast-paced based off last week, and Coach Rogers telling us how they're going to start off today. So going to go fast-paced against the St. John's team. We got some shifty players.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to try to push the ball out because, like you said, the Gonzaga game wasn't really that good. But Coach Rogers and crew, they said they got a game plan coming in. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Is there anything you're looking out for the most in the game?
Well, this is actually my first freshman game watching this team, so I'll be very surprised by what they do. So it's kind of the first time watching them.
Yeah, freshmen, they have some pretty good players because, you know, DeMatha is a heavy basketball school, so a lot of people want to come. So some people think they can go straight to JV where they can play freshmen. And I like playing freshmen, you know, fundamentals, and they got some decent players. And if they can work together, I think they'll definitely have a good chance of beating St. John's.
For sure.
We got 30 seconds here to tip off. Math is still in the huddle.
And here we go.
Tip goes to DeMatha. That's Darius, number 2.
So St. John's playing a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, start off with a pretty good play on defense. Like I said, I remember Coach Rogers said they want to move the ball. I feel like they got to move a little faster. They look like they're coming out sloppy and slow. That's Harold Taylor. That's a nice pass.
Good way to break down that 2-3 defense.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's a big dude, Galvin, number 32. Big dude. Oh, there goes one of the shifty players you're talking about. But I like the defense.
It's like DeMatha's going man-to-man.
Working pretty efficiently. They're keeping the ball in front of them. That's great
Good
defense.
block. Good closeout.
I like how he's pushing the pace. That's Christian Tate with the ball. Pass it back to Darius. Darius setting up the play. St. John's back in that 2-3. That is a big dude. I would just give it to him every time. Only a freshman. He's about 6'3", 6'3 and a half.
Looks like St. John's can play in this 2-3 defense. Matt's going to be able to break it down every time.
Every time.
Good hustle and rebound by number 32.
That's Galvin. Oh, it looks like they're bringing out a little full court press. St. John's broke it pretty easily. That's a foul on Harold Taylor, his first foul.
St. John's moving the ball very well.
That's Chris Johnson with the missed shot. That's a great rebound by Braden Martin. Kicks it back up to Chris to set up a defense, set up an offensive play. Oh, that's a great
Good
pass.
play.
That's a great rebound. Oh.
I didn't think that was a foul.
That's his second foul already. I'm going to see if Coach Rogers will keep him in the game, take him out. Looks like they're deciding to keep him in the game. That's Watt with the ball. It was shot by Braden. Oh, what a pass by Darius. Braden Martin bringing the ball up the court. Looking to push the pace a little bit. Pass it to Chris Johnson. Oh,
Man-to-man defense working very well for DeMatha right now.
Taylor. Oh, that's a great pass.
Great ball movement.
That's Harold Taylor with the two-pointer. DeMatha back with full court man-to-man press.
It's working in their favor right now, keeping St. John scoreless.
Oh, that's great defense at the rim. There goes what Coach Rogers said, pushing the pace. I can see it, even though they got to slow it down just a little bit. Oh, that's a foul on Christian Tate. Watt done passing in the ball. Chris Johnson setting up the play. Oh, that's a good pass. That's good defense,
Great
too.
defense by DeMatha.
Oh, great feed.
Gets it back.
Chris Johnson slows it down, waits for his teammates to come. Gives it to Watt. That's Braden Martin with the ball. Oh, that's great defense. That is great defense. That is Darius, number 2. I like the way he started out playing defense so far.
Yeah, this man-to-man defense working very well for DeMatha right now.
Held him scoreless for almost 4 minutes now.
Yep. Let's see if St. John's fixes it up.
And they're still in that 2-3. They gotta keep swinging the ball around. Oh, what a move by Harold Taylor.
Good hustle rebound.
That's Christian Tate that has been fouled.
It's been about 4 minutes in this quarter, and St. John's is still scoreless. Great defense by DeMatha so far right now. First free throw's good.
Second free throw is good. That's Harold Taylor pressing up. Watt done bringing the ball up the court. Guarded by Logan.
Thought that was a carry.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
a great defense by
nice
Logan.
pick pocket.
Easy layup at the rim. St. John's are still held scoreless. And they're taking the timeout. DeMatha up 10-0.
The key thing to this first quarter right now for DeMatha is their defense. I think it is what's keeping them ahead in this game right now, keeping St. John scoreless.
Looks like so far the game plan that Coach Rogers and Cruz had is definitely working out, containing the shifty players, always playing help side. If they can continue this up, it should be an easy win for them. I wonder what St. John's will come out of the timeout. I feel like that's a pretty good coach down there, and I feel like the team will definitely bounce back.
They definitely got to adjust to this defense because nothing is working out for them right now.
Yeah, DeMatha is still in that full court man-to-man press, which has been working so efficiently so far. Oh. Turnover there. Pass to Harold Taylor. That's Christian Tate in the corner for three. Knockdown. 13-0, DeMatha is up. Chris Johnson has the ball, guarded by Darius. Darius is such a great defender. It's going to be very hard to get past him, even though they have such shifty defenders. And there goes DeMatha causing another turnover. And Christian Tate with another layup. That's 5 straight points for him.
St. John's needs to adjust to this defense right now.
Needs. It's a foul on Logan Harris. Looks like each team is making their first subs of the game. For DeMatha, that's Mason coming into the game, and that's Darian.
And for St. John's, got number 40, Giovanni Ortiz.
Oh, that's also Vincent for DeMatha. He's guarding the ball right now. That's Darius on ball. Great defender once again. That's great help defense from Darian. And DeMatha's defense is looking great right now. That is Reggie with the rebound. Takes it to Darius, setting up the offense. I like the way DeMatha's moving the ball so far.
Yeah, it seems a little too easy for DeMatha right now.
Yeah. Oh, what a shot. As Braden Martin brings the ball up the court, trying to have the offense. St. John needs to find a way to break this defense. They have been held scoreless for almost 6 minutes now. Oh, and finally get some contact, and they're going up for two. That foul was on Darren Simpkins. That's his first.
And the first points on the board for St. John's. With 2 minutes left to go in this quarter.
And that's Chris Johnson going 1 for 2 at the line. Reggie bringing the ball up the court. And there goes Chris Johnson with the foul. That's a great shot by Reggie. DeMatha still in that full court man. That's great defense by Reggie. But that is a better shot by Watt Dunn.
Very tough layup.
Oh, now we see St. John's bringing out a little bit of a press, but DeMatha breaks it easily. Oh, what a, ooh. That was a great pass.
It's a good thought. It's a good thought.
Too much to handle.
Got to catch that ball.
Harold Taylor entering the game. Coming in for Darius. Harold Taylor with some great defense. One minute and 35 seconds left to go in the first quarter. DeMatha up 17-3. Oh, couldn't handle the pass. St. John's, I think they need to adjust to the turnovers. They're having a little too many turnovers so far.
Yeah, if he would have caught that ball, we had a wide open 3.
Wide open shot. St. John's bringing out the full court man press now. Harold Taylor bringing the ball up the court. He broke it pretty easily by himself, which is never a good sign. It's a good pass.
Nice offensive rebound.
Harold Taylor with the ball. Goes up. Oh, man.
Ooh,
what a great
wow.
move and one from Harold Taylor.
Amazing move. With the knee brace on and everything. Still made that.
What a great block. It was a great rebound, Reggie, too. Mason with the follow-up. DeMatha now up 21-3. Well, less than a minute left to go in the first quarter. Chris Johnson's bringing the ball up the court. I think St. John's needs to score just for momentum going into the second quarter.
To give him a little bit of boost of confidence into the second quarter. They score right here.
That's a great move. Great move. That was Brandon Martin. Excuse me, Braden Martin. Oh. Oh. It's a great take by Reggie. Now they're calling it on the floor, so there will be no free throws. I will look for DeMatha to take the final shot of the first quarter. Harold Taylor seems to be taking the final shot. Oh, passes it. And that's the end of the first quarter. DeMatha up 21-5. What do you like about the first quarter so far?
I like DeMatha's defense so far, putting the pressure on St. John's. And St. John's kind of had a little bit of a run at the end, but only got 5 points out of it. We'll see how they do in the second quarter.
Yeah, I think they have to do some serious adjustments because by the way this one's looking so far, it's not looking pretty good for them. I feel like they need to move the ball around a little faster. They also need to try to switch up the defense. The 2-3 isn't working. DeMatha scored 21 in the first quarter.
Yeah, I think they should break up that 2-3, go man-to-man.
Yeah, and they also need to limit the turnovers. The turnovers have been killing them in the first quarter. I've seen a couple wide open shots they could have had if they would just hang on to the ball. Second quarter set to begin. St. John starting the game. Second quarter with Braden, Chris, setting up the offense. Passes it to Braden. That's Lucas, first time in the game. Oh, second foul on Reggie.
Looks like they're going 1-1, second quarter.
And that is a lot of fouls. Hasn't even been a minute into the second quarter. And he misses the first free throw, but that is a great rebound by Braden. Chris Johnson setting up the offense again. Oh, what a move. And floated up in there.
Nice floater move.
Chris Johnson trying to bring his team back, but the defense has to really step up.
But St. John's putting the pressure on DeMatha now.
Looks like it's starting to work a little bit. We have to see how DeMatha reacts. Looks like St. John is still sticking with that 2-3. Oh, he almost came up with a steal out of it. And turnover from DeMatha. So it looks like St. John's is confident in the 2-3. We're sticking with it. As Tyler Stewart coming into the game. Ball back to Braden Martin. Playing with the ball. Oh, what a great block from there.
Another DeMatha possession of putting pressure on St. John's.
There goes Chris again, setting up the offense. Oh, what a great move. Oh, has to finish that. That was a great fake pass. Darius setting up the offense again, passing it to Mason. Oh, what a great pass.
Nice. Oh, we got to finish that layup.
Finish the layup. It's a great shot.
Looks like St. John's has the confidence now.
Yeah, that was Gabe Payne on the shot. Looks like they're starting to bring out the full court press, and they called a carry. Momentum is starting to shift slowly to St. John's.
Another turnover.
Galloway comes back in the game. Chris Johnson passes it to the corner. Charge. What a great take by Darius. There's Christian Tate coming back into the game for Mason Bill. St. John's coming out in the full court press. Broken pretty easily. Oh, has to
catch that ball. Oh, he saved it. It's a good save, but another turnover for DeMatha.
St. John's hands. And Logan bringing, oh, and they call a foul. It's a foul on Logan. DeMatha hasn't scored a point this whole second quarter.
Wow, I didn't even notice that.
St. John's is slowly but surely coming back into the game, only down by 11 now. And Brady makes his second free throw. St. John's still up with full court man-to-man press. Oh, looks like they're going with a little bit of zone look. DeMatha easily breaks it though.
Nice ball movement by DeMatha. Just got to finish that three.
Great defense at the rim. Oh, what a move. And Christian Tate gets foul. Foul on Lamb. DeMatha also with a bonus. One and one here. Christian Tate at the line. And he makes the first one. He will be rewarded one more.
If he makes this next shot, I would highly recommend DeMatha go into that man-to-man press they were doing earlier.
Yes,
put that pressure back on St. John's.
Yes, has to slow him down a little bit. Oh, what a great rebound. Great rebound by Gallen. And like you said, DeMatha trying to go back into the full-court man-to-man press, but St. John's just walks the ball up the court.
Good take on number 24. Wyatt Dunn.
Darius bring the ball up the court. What a pass. Oh, just too low for Logan. And here goes DeMatha in the full court man-to-man press. It's Braden Martin bring the ball up the court. Wide open look. Have to convert those. Nice pull-up by Darius. Chris Johnson trying to make something happen for DeMatha.
It's a good take, just got to finish that.
Oh, that's a nice pass. What do you do against somebody that's so big?
That's a little too easy for DeMatha right there.
St. John's, they have to put a body with somebody because they're not jumping over him. He's a little too tall, but it's like if they box out, they should be able to grab the rebound. Oh, what
nice
a great pass. And one. That was Chris Johnson on the pass.
And made by number 20, Braden Martin.
Braden Martin, one more free throw. That's Darius bringing the ball up the court, set up the offense for DeMatha. There goes that ball movement Coach Rogers was talking about. And that's 3 seconds on Gallen. Braden Martin bring the ball up the court. Great rebound. Foul on number 3, Christian Tate. Talking about DeMatha. I feel like that was a pretty smart timeout for DeMatha. They couldn't grab a rebound that play, and St. John's is slowly but surely coming back into the game.
And DeMatha's only scored 7 points this quarter, and St. John's, I think, finished the first quarter with 5 points, right?
Yeah, so they scored 10. And I thought personally they should go back to man-to-man, but it seems like the coach had faith in their players. He stuck with the 2-3, and it's kind of slowing them down a little bit. But I feel like, you know, DeMatha has some great coaches, so they're going to adjust, finish this quarter strong, come back from halftime pretty strong. But I also think St. John's will be able to adjust but look and see what they're doing wrong at halftime. So I feel like it's going to come down to be a good game at the end.
It's kind of been a turnover issue for DeMatha in the second quarter.
Yeah. Both teams started off the half pretty slow with the turnovers. That's Gio, 1 for 2 at the line. There goes St. John's with the zone press. Starting to slow them down a little bit. The zone press is actually kind of working. Just under 3 minutes to go left in the first half. Pass it to Christian Tate. Oh, what a steal. On the full, oh, DeMatha gets it right back. Nice
Good hustle
cleanup.
play by number 32.
It's Braden Martin setting up the offense once again. That is great communication by DeMatha, which has led to great defense. And there goes St. John's back in that 2-3. What a great pass. That was a great move by Tyler Stewart. Fouled on the way up. That's 2 free throws. And Tyler knocking on both of the free throws. Braden Martin with the pass. What a shot by Mateo. Oh, bad pass. Gets it back. This is great zone press from St. John's. DeMatha recovers. Back the ball to the point guard. Stand up the play.
That was a great defense by St. John's right there.
It looks like they're sticking with that 2-3. It's starting to work for them a little bit.
Another turnover by DeMatha.
Yeah, that's been a problem this whole second quarter. Definitely something I have to fix at halftime. There's Chris Johnson again, bring the ball up the court. Man,
nice take.
And 1. Foul on number 2, that's Darius Vance. Chris Johnson at the line for 1. And he makes the free throw. Getting back to an 11-point. Oh, what a move. And he lost the
turnover.
ball.
You got it right back.
That's great hustle by Darius. Oh, what a pass.
The amount of points that St. John's has scored in this quarter is impressive.
It's
I think
16 points.
Yeah.
And that's pretty impressive from the 5 they've had in the first quarter.
They really adjusted well to DeMatha's defense.
And the 2-3 starting to slow up DeMatha again. St. John's ball. Less than a minute to go in the half. Chris Johnson back in the game. bring the ball up the court. That's great defense. And that's Tyler with the easy layup. I would look for St. John's to take the last shot of the first half. And that's another great steal by Gallon. There's in line for 2 free throws. Just off the back rim for the first free throw. One more free throw attempt left. 9 seconds left in the game.
Nice
That's
block.
Great defense.
I think there was a foul called on the last second shot.
Oh, so he'll take 2 right before the half. Foul number 32, Gallon. He makes the first free throw.
And that is officially end of the half.
DeMatha up 34-22. What did you like so far about the first half?
I like the way St. John's came back in the second quarter. You know, put up 22 points. You know, it's been kind of even matchup so far, but DeMatha has the edge a little bit with the defense. But I like the way St. John's came back.
Yeah, I personally think the 2-3 wasn't working in the first quarter, but I guess they tightened it up a little bit and they slowed down DeMatha. They've also brought out a zone press, which I really like, which is slowing it down a lot. And DeMatha is just having an issue with the turnovers. I think they need to work on the turnovers a little more. That's something Coach Rogers and his crew will definitely fix at halftime. This is the first half, and we'll be back at the end. And we're back here, second half starting. Hopefully both coaches have made some adjustments at halftime because I'm looking forward to another great half of basketball. Looks like both teams are going back with the starting lineups.
If St. John's keeps up what they had going on in the second quarter, they might be able to come back and win this game.
Yeah, looks like DeMatha starting off with the ball. Let's see. They stick with that 2-3, or they switch up to go man. Looks like they're having some type of technical difficulty at the scoring table. Delayed second half start. And here we go, second half underway. DeMatha starts with the ball. It's like St. John just sticking with that 2-3 defense. I think ball movement is going to kill the 2-3 defense. It's Harold Taylor with the ball. Oh, what a nice skip pass. 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and they call it travel on Darius. It's a great start for St. John's.
See how they execute on offense after that turnover.
And Darius on defense. That's Chris Johnson bringing the ball to the court. St. John's first possession looks like another bad shot. Still sticking with that 2-3. I wonder if they ever switch out to go to man. That's a bad pass. A little bit too low for the big man. If I had a big man, I would just throw it directly up.
It seems like he's been working for him this game because all those easy layups.
Oh, what a great pass. Logan has to finish that. That's Watt on the layup attempt. What a great pass back to Harold Taylor. Recess is slow. Oh,
St. John's bringing that pressure again.
Oh, that's a great layup. DeMatha needs to slow it down just a little bit.
Now they're only down by 10.
Foul on Curse. St. John's, that's another good defensive possession. They really just have to capitalize on offense. There goes Brady Martin, setting up the offense. That's great defense by Christian. Great defense by DeMatha. Logan on the fast break.
Ooh, almost a backcourt.
That's a great save. St. John's 2-3 is starting to work.
Yeah.
And that's just a great move by Harold. Chris bringing the ball up the court, trying to push the pace a little bit. Oh, what a great move. Oh, that's a great block. And that should be DeMatha's ball. Harold Taylor taking the ball out. Darius bringing the ball off the court. Oh, what a great move. Oh, what a
Great find.
nice pass. That's the pass from Christian Tate to Gallon. DeMatha sticking with that full court man-to-man pressure. Braden getting the command from his coaches. Ball goes back to Braden. Wyatt. That's a great pass. DeMatha has to start securing rebounds, and St. John's has to stop the turnovers. That's a good pass back. St. John's starting to look a little slow here for the second half.
Looking a little bit like the first quarter right here.
Yeah. St. John's looks to switch it up with a sub. Harold Taylor doing the defense. Wyatt with the ball. Oh, that's great man-to-man defense from Darius. That's a good pass. That's a good foul. Stop the easy 2 points. Reggie and Darian coming to the game for Logan and Gallon. Mason Bill also to return. Returning for Harold Taylor. That's a great recovery from Christian
Great
Tate.
hustle on defense.
Another foul on Darius. Cadets looks to be coming back in at full court man-to-man press. Oh, St. John's just walked the ball up the court.
Another turnover by St. John's.
Oh, what a great move from Reggie. Timeout St. John's.
DeMatha's bringing that pressure again, just like in the first quarter. Seems like it's working right now.
Yeah, DeMatha's now up 40-24. I think St. John's should do a little bit what they did in the second quarter. Move the ball around, try to force DeMatha to pick up turnovers if they want a chance coming back into the game. Both teams getting ready to come up the timeout. I like the timeout by St. John's. The game's starting to slip out a little bit. He wants to get his players back in control. Try to tell them what to do. And after still in that full court man-to-man press. Braden Martin bringing the ball off the court. Wyatt with the ball. Oh, what a great spin move. Has to finish. Oh, that's great recovery. There's a foul on Wyatt. Ball back into Darius. St. Johnson that zone press. And Darius just beats it by himself. No need to use his teammates. Pass it to Reggie. A little short. Braden Martin with the ball, send out the offense. That's great defense. That's the better shot.
Maybe a lucky shot right there.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's great handles. You got to be able to hang on to the ball. That's Darius on a recovery. Darius passes it to Mason Bill. And to Reggie. Oh, what a great fadeaway shot
right there.
Back to back in that full court man-to-man. Mathers trying to pull away, but St. John's won't just leave without a fight yet. That's great defense. Oh, what a great pass.
Oh, gotta finish. Great hustle rebound, though.
That's Vincent on the cleanup. Oh. That's Vincent on the hit. That's 2 for Wyatt. First free throw down. Oh. And that's a travel by Darren. Tried to pass it to somebody, but they weren't looking for the ball, and he didn't want to turn over. It's a perfect opportunity for St. John's to get a bucket to try to get the momentum back on their side. That's great hustle.
Is it me or is number 12 shorts inside out for St. John's? Gabe Payne.
Gabe Payne's also the one who just committed the foul. Pretty relevant. Oh, and there goes Darius breaking the press once again.
Yeah, breaking the press pretty easily.
Nice pass. There's Darian on the bucket. DeMatha now up by 19. Looks like they're starting to take a little bit more control of the game. Just a little bit too strong. It's a nice pass to Reggie. Easy two, DeMatha now up 21. Game just starting to slip out St. John's hands just a little bit.
Well, DeMatha's bringing that pressure just like in the first quarter, just like right there.
And it's starting to work. Even though they're up 21, they're not giving up. They're still going to keep the pressure on. That's Braden setting up the offense. Oh. Pass it to Gabe. Back to Braden. Foul on Reggie there. Push in the back. They call it on the floor, and they will be taking it out underneath the basket. Oh, just
nice steal by DeMatha.
Oh, turnover right back for St. John's. I like the way Darius recovered. 8 seconds left. Darius looks to push the ball. It's a great pass to the corner.
Almost had that buzzer beater.
Yeah, and that's the third quarter. DeMatha now up 48-27. I like the way they started off the second half.
They definitely pulled away right there.
Yeah, it was looking like St. John's had a little bit of momentum, but DeMatha just took it right back away from them. Is there anything you would like to see in the fourth quarter for DeMatha to seal the deal?
Well, I think keep putting that pressure on, this game is going to be over. And St. John's hasn't really had an answer for that pressure yet.
Yeah, I totally agree. But, you know, still one more quarter left to play. A lot can happen in 8 minutes. So if I'm the DeMatha coaching staff, I'm telling my players, don't give up. Keep the pressure on them. Because St. John's, they can click at any time. Just like the coach Rogers told me earlier before the game, they got the shifty point guards, decent shooters, so you never know what you can expect. So always keep the defense down, at least for one more good quarter, 8 minutes basketball. And DeMatha surprisingly coming back with the starters for the fourth quarter.
I don't think Darius Vance has came out of this game yet.
Yeah, that's very true. Looks like he's a key component to this team. I like the way he's playing defense. He always likes to slow down and set up the offense. That's Braden with the ball. There goes Darius with a nice on ball. Harold Taylor on defense. Shot by Braden. Just a little short. Rebound by Logan. Oh, what a pass. Looked like he had a wide open layup, but he decided to pass it out. St. John's now in a fast break. Great block by Harold. Foul on Logan, shooting 2. First one's just short for Braden. Just one falls for him. DeMatha now about 20. Just a little too much for Logan. Braden once again setting up the offense for St. John's.
Braden's looking for a foul right there, but I didn't really see much. Saw some great defense.
Yeah, once again, St. John's having trouble with the turnovers. DeMatha looks to capitalize on it. I think another thing is St. John's has to work on that press. They're letting one man break them down on the press.
Just like that. A little too easy for DeMatha right there.
And DeMatha's still in that full court. As Brady bringing the ball up, being guarded by Harold. That's great defense from Harold. Called this a bad shot. Now they look to push the pace, get on the fast break.
Nice little assist right there.
Harold is playing some pretty great defense to start the fourth quarter.
That was great defense, but a better shot.
Yeah, that's Gabe on the shot. And DeMatha goes to timeout. DeMatha is currently up by 22 with 6 minutes left to go in the game. So far, It's been 2 minutes into the game, but I like how DeMatha is keeping the pressure up. They're not letting anything easy to get passed through St. John's. And I honestly think St. John's hasn't done quite too good on their adjustments to try to break down the DeMatha offense.
Well, I think the main thing was that 2-3 defense. I mean, it worked in the second quarter, but not really enough to get DeMatha, to hold DeMatha. And
I personally would like to have seen St. John's try to go man-to-man, at least for experimental, to see if they can try to slow them down. Because the 2-3 just looked a little too easy for DeMatha. And this is Darius' first time out the game, like you mentioned.
oh,
Now they're coming in with Reggie. Reggie has the ball, bringing it up. Pass it to Tyler Stewart. And that's Vincent setting up the offense. Vincent with the ball. That's a great layup. Manzo's just sticking with that man-to-man. Chris Johnson in the game. Being guarded by Vincent. Just a little too strong. They're pushing the pace. Vincent once again setting up the offense. Oh, what a nice behind the back move. St. John's pushing the break. And Vincent, the nice pluck to stop it. That's Chris receiving the ball for St. John's. Just 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's Braden with the ball. That's great defense by Mason. Vincent pushing the pace. Oh, all the way. Oh, just too strong.
got to make that layup.
Mason with the ball. Vincent setting up the play. Whoa. Pretty crazy shot. St. John's ball. And Jordan Cooley coming in the game. Also, GL coming back into the game. DeMatha still keeping up that man-to-man press. Chris with the ball being guarded by Vincent. Oh, that's a nice pass. Nice
Good
finish.
finish.
That's a good finish by Reggie. DeMatha now up by 26. The largest lead of the game. Oh, that's great defense by Vincent. Oh.
And
And
wow.
one. Wow, what a nice spin move there by Vincent.
A 28-point lead now. It looks like DeMatha is finally pulling away with this win right here.
And if DeMatha can hang on to this would be their second time beating the freshman St. John's team. They already took it once over at St. John's. And there goes Vincent making a free throw. Makes it a 29-point lead. Chris bringing the ball up the court. Oh, that's a nice
fake
move.
right there.
Timeout by St. John's. That was a nice fake by Chris, but I think it might just be a little too late for St. John's. DeMatha being up now by 27. Which
With 3 minutes left in the game.
yeah, it just might be a little bit out of St. John's reach, but still, I like to see the players competing out there, trying hard, never giving up.
Looks like we got some new players coming in again for DeMatha.
Oh, 4 new 5.
We got number 33, Travis Jones. Number 1, Edison Ertel. Number 12, Lawrence Marshall. Number 24, Logan Collett. And number 10, Jaden Oliver.
And St. John's with a steal. Oh. Edison with the ball right now. And it's looking a little sloppy out there for DeMatha.
Great hustle, though, by the 33, Travis Jones.
Following Eddie, that's his first. Looks like Coach Rogers is trying to get some people that hasn't played, trying to get him a little more experienced. First one just a little short. And Braden Martin sees one more. Eddie bringing the ball up the court. That's Jaden Oliver with the ball. Fouled by number 22, Mateo. 2 more fouls until DeMatha and St. John's will be in the bonus. Eddie with the ball. And that's another turnover. Just under 3 minutes left in the game. It's a nice move by Chris. That was a nice power move by Jaden. Good recovery.
Oh.
That's a nice pass by Travis. Hey. That's a good rebound by Travis. And looks like Travis will be at the free throw line for a one-on-one. And Travis misses the free throw. Well, that's a good trap by DeMatha. Another turnover by DeMatha, which has been killing them all game, but they have been able to substantiate it. St. John's ball. That's Chris with the ball.
Nice drive right there by number 2, Chris Jackson. Right after this freshman game, we got JV coming up next, and that should be a really good game right there.
St. John's is trying to get back into the game here. Deep shot. I think it's just a little bit too far with only a minute and 30 left. I like to see them always hustling and trying. It's just short.
Braden Martin's had a really tough time tonight from the field.
Yeah. Pulling some shots that don't need to be pulled, and when he's open, he just can't hit them tonight. But someone that I've been keeping my eye on for St. John's has been Chris. He's had a pretty good game. Number 2. Had a decent amount of their points. And I like the aggressiveness that he's always coming with, even though they're down, still trying to play his hardest.
Nice rebound put back with number 10, Jaden Oliver.
Chris bringing the ball up the court. St. John's ball. Just under a minute left in the game. That is a nice shot by Chris. There's Chris just being a pest everywhere. It's a nice pass. Eddie bring the ball up the court. Lawrence bring the ball up the court. Oh, that's a nice steal. That's a pretty good foul. Don't want no easy layups. Just 24 seconds left in the game. St. John's in a 1-on-1. That's Thomas at the line for the 1-on-1. That's a good rebound by Travis. DeMatha looks to just be holding the ball. And that looks to be the game. DeMatha will take this one 61-43. Next up will be JB. How do you think that one will go?
It's going to be a very good game. Good matchups everywhere on the court.
Yeah, so this is just part 1 of part 3. We have JB again at 7:30, I believe, which will be the varsity versus St. John's game. DeMatha ranked number 2, St. John's ranked number 9, I believe. It will be a pretty great game. I definitely want to stay to watch it. But just in a little bit, we'll be back with part 2 for JB, St. John's versus DeMatha. I'm Price, and I'm here with Avery. Thank you.